Deep in the forests of southwestern Poland, there's a rumor that refuses to die. Locals still whisper about a hidden tunnel beneath the mountains, sealed since the final days of World War II. Inside it, they say, lies a train, no ordinary train, but a Nazi treasure convoy packed with gold, art, and secrets that vanished without a trace. Some call it a myth. Others swear it's real. But one question remains. Did the legendary Nazi gold train truly vanish into a mountain? If stories of lost treasure and wartime secrets fascinate you, stay with me till the end. This is more than a legend. It's a tale of obsession, danger, and human greed. And if you enjoy uncovering hidden truths from history, remember to subscribe, like, and share this video. It helps more people discover the mysteries buried beneath our world. In 1945, as Nazi Germany faced total collapse, chaos ruled the continent. Soviet forces were advancing fast, and every German city knew the end was near. Amid the panic, one particular order was whispered among high-ranking officers, an order to evacuate massive quantities of stolen treasure from occupied territories before they could fall into Allied hands. This included gold bars, priceless paintings, rare jewelry, and cultural artifacts looted from across Europe. Somewhere in Lower Silesia, today part of Poland, rumors claim that one final train left Wrocław loaded with this unimaginable wealth. The story says the train was destined for safety deep within the Owl Mountains, an area the Nazis had secretly transformed into a massive underground complex known as Project Riese, German for giant. These tunnels, carved out of solid rock, were meant to serve as secret bunkers, weapons factories, and perhaps even a last refuge for Adolf Hitler himself. It's said that the gold-laden train was driven into one of these tunnels and sealed behind concrete walls, never to be seen again. For decades, no one could prove it existed. The region was reshaped by war, borders shifted, and new generations grew up hearing tales of the gold train buried somewhere under their feet. But in 2015, everything changed. Two treasure hunters, one Polish, one German, made a stunning announcement. They claimed they had found the Nazi gold train using ground-penetrating radar near the town of Wałbrzych. Their findings sent shockwaves through Poland. Media outlets from around the world descended on the quiet town, and the legend was suddenly alive again. The pair claimed their radar scan showed a 100-meter-long object buried underground, shaped like a train with several wagons. The Polish government didn't dismiss the idea immediately. The local authorities even brought in the army to check for explosives, fearing the tunnels might still contain mines or wartime weapons. For weeks, the site was sealed off, guarded, and examined. Treasure fever swept through the country. Some people hoped for gold, others for lost art, and a few for closure after decades of mystery. But when the excavation began, reality seemed to fall short of legend. After careful digging, experts found no train, no gold, just layers of rock and soil. Scientists later suggested that what the radar picked up could have been a natural, geological formation, not a man-made object. The official conclusion: there was no Nazi gold train. Yet even then, not everyone was convinced. Many locals insisted the authorities stopped the search too early. Some believed the government wanted to cover up whatever was found, and others said the train might still be buried deeper in one of the many tunnels of Project Riese, most of which remain unexplored to this day. After all, the Nazis were masters of secrecy. They destroyed blueprints, killed workers who knew too much, and left behind a maze of underground passages, stretching for miles beneath the mountains. To understand why this legend persists, we must look beyond treasure itself. The Nazi gold train story represents something deeper: the human need for closure, and our fascination with what war leaves behind. During World War II, the Nazis stole thousands of tons of gold from occupied nations, Jewish families, and central banks. Much of it vanished. Some was recovered in Austria's Merkers mine by U.S. forces. But historians agree that huge portions of Nazi treasure remain unaccounted for. The idea that part of it might still be hidden somewhere under the mountains of Poland isn't entirely impossible, and that possibility fuels hope and greed. Over the years, treasure hunters, historians, and even governments have searched for it. Some have lost fortunes, others even their lives. The Owl Mountains are riddled with old mines, toxic air pockets, and unstable tunnels. One misstep and the ground could swallow you whole. Yet every few years, Someone new comes forward claiming to have found the train again. Each time the legend rises like a ghost that refuses to rest. What makes the story so powerful is not just the potential for riches, but the mystery that refuses to die. Imagine the scene, a convoy of trucks under moonlight, guarded by nervous soldiers. A tunnel entrance hidden behind pine trees, the sound of steel wheels echoing through. The dark as the last wagon disappears into the mountain. Then silence. Orders are given, the entrance is sealed, and the men who knew the truth vanish into history. It's a story so hauntingly cinematic that even without proof, people can't stop believing it. Skeptics point out that no credible wartime document mentions such a train. Historians who've combed through German archives found nothing. No manifest. No transport orders, no trace. They argue that if such a train ever existed, it would have been discovered long ago by the Soviets or Polish engineers who explored the tunnels after the war. And yet every time experts declare the case closed, another rumor surfaces. A villager recalls seeing soldiers guarding a tunnel. An old map shows a sealed shaft. A metal detector beeps in the forest. The legend refuses to die because people don't want it to. For some, the Nazi gold train has become more than a mystery. It's a symbol of how the scars of war still run deep. Beneath every rumor of hidden treasure lies a real story of loss. Behind the promise of gold are the millions of lives destroyed by greed and hatred. When we search for the gold train, perhaps we're really searching for something else, answers, redemption, or a sense of justice for history's wrongs. Even today, Poland keeps many of these underground tunnels closed to the public for safety reasons. Archaeologists occasionally explore new sections, but most of the vast network remains sealed or too dangerous to enter. The forest keeps its secrets well. And maybe that's why the legend endures, because sometimes the mystery is worth more than the truth itself. Could the train still be there? Possibly. It's also possible it never existed. But like all great mysteries, what matters isn't the answer. It's the journey of those who search. The dreamers, the historians, and the ordinary people who refuse to stop asking questions. In the end, the story of the Nazi gold train reminds us that history still has dark corners waiting to be explored. So next time you walk through a quiet forest or pass an old tunnel in the mountains, remember beneath your feet may lie not just stones and soil, but echoes of a secret buried by time. Whether treasure or legend, the gold train will continue to haunt our imagination for generations to come, because sometimes the greatest treasures of all are the mysteries we never solve.